Welcome back to Miss English Channel. I'm Emily.
And I'm Paul. It's always great to have you here with us. So, Emily, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling really good, Paul. Fresh coffee, a new lesson, and good energy. How about you?
Pretty much the same. I'm still thinking about our last episode. It was such a fun one. After we finish recording today, I might grab another cup of coffee and just relax for a bit. What about you?
A walk sounds nice, maybe a short one in the park, then some reading time. But first, we get to enjoy something fun, today's lesson.
Exactly. Before we start, let's quickly remind everyone what we learned in part 1.
Right. Last time, we talked about several common meanings of the word get. For example, get can mean become, arrive, understand, or receive.
Yes, and we split the lesson into small parts so it stays simple, short, and not too heavy.
Perfect. Today, we'll continue with even more meanings of get. And guess what? These are also used every single day in real life, so you can start speaking with them right away.
That sounds great. Are you ready, Emily?
Totally. Let's do it.
Before we dive in, quick reminder, if you enjoy learning English with us, please give this video a like. It really helps our channel grow. And share it with your friends so you can learn together.
And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our new fun lessons.
All right, let's talk about get.
So let's start with one of the most common meanings of get, one we use almost every morning.
I think I know. Coffee, right?
You know me well. I get a coffee every morning, and it really wakes me up. Here, get means have, buy, or take something for yourself.
Oh, so not receive like before.
Exactly. It's more casual and about everyday choices like food, drinks, or things we buy for ourselves.
All right, let's use a real situation. Say you're at a cafe and you want to order.
Yes, if I just point to what I want, I can say, I'll get this one. Simple, friendly, natural.
So I can just say, I'll get this one too.
Yes, and if I already know the name, I'd say, I'll get a black coffee. Clear and polite.
That's so easy. Just add I'll get before the thing you want.
Exactly. You can use it everywhere, at a cafe, at a store, even at home.
Let's try more examples.
Sure. Going to the shop, you can say, I'll get some milk. Hungry in the morning? I'll get breakfast. Or when you want a snack, I'll get something to eat.
That's super practical. It's like a magic phrase for daily life.
Exactly. And the more you use it, the easier it feels.
So get can mean have, buy, and fetch. This word is really everywhere.
Yes, and we're just getting started.
All right, Emily, what's next?
Now, let's move to another meaning of get, one you can use at home, at work, or anywhere.
Ooh, I like useful ones. What does get mean this time?
Here, get means fetch. It's when you go somewhere, take something, and bring it back.
Like take, but you bring it back.
Exactly. For example, imagine I'm sitting in the kitchen and I forgot my phone in the living room. I can say, can you get my phone?
Right, so I go, pick it up, and bring it to you.
Perfect. Or maybe you say, I'll get the keys. That means you'll go and bring them back.
That makes sense. The focus is not just taking, but returning with it.
Exactly. Or another one. She got me a chair. It means she went, took it, and brought it to me.
That's so natural. I can totally use this at home.
Yes, and here's a small trick. When you hear get, ask yourself, is someone going to bring something back? If yes, it's this meaning.
That's such a good way to remember, and it's something I can say every day.
Exactly. The more you use it, the easier it becomes.
I love that. So far, get means have, buy, and fetch. This word is really everywhere.
Yes, and we're just getting started.
All right, Emily, what's next? I feel like every meaning of get just opens a new door.
You're right. Now let's move to another one that's super common, especially when people are talking in real life.
Great, I'm curious. What does get mean this time?
Here, get means start or begin. It's one of the friendliest, easiest ways to sound natural in English.
Ah, like when we say, let's start?
Exactly. But instead of let's start, we usually say let's get started. It sounds smoother and more natural.
I like that. So let's get started means let's begin.
Yes. Or another one, let's get going. That means let's start moving or let's begin our action.
So imagine it's a sunny morning and we're about to leave the house. I can say, come on, let's get going.
Exactly. And you can also hear people say get moving, which means start now, especially when they want some energy.
Like at the gym, the coach says, come on everyone, get moving.
Yes, perfect example. It's active, casual, and full of energy.
Wow, so we can use get to start something, to move, or to take action.
Exactly. And that's what I love about English. One short word can mean so many things, but it all feels natural in context.
I agree. And now I feel more confident saying let's get started instead of let's start.
That's the goal. Small changes make your English sound more natural and fluent.
All right, so we've learned get as have, buy, fetch, and start. What's next?
Now we're moving to one of my favorite parts, all the everyday phrases.
Oh, I love phrases. They help you sound like you live in English, not just study it.
Exactly. So let's go through some daily ones. For example, I need to get a coffee. I just got home. I need to get to work. Let's get ready for the day.
Nice. So I can use get for almost anything. Drinking coffee, going to work, or starting my day.
Yes, and you'll hear these everywhere. They're short, simple, and real.
Can we also use get in conversation phrases?
Definitely. For example, do you get it? Means do you understand? Or I'll get back to you later, which means I'll reply soon.
And let's get together this weekend. That means let's meet up, right?
Perfect. And let's get started, which we already learned. You see, get connects to so many parts of daily life.
I love that. It makes English sound alive and friendly.
Exactly. And now let's look at some situation phrases, things that happen in life.
Okay, ready?
You can say, I need to get dressed. They got married last week. He got lost on his way here. I got sick last weekend.
Wow, so get is everywhere. Morning, work, family, even when something happens to us.
Yes, that's why I always tell my students, get is one of the most useful words in English.
And it's so flexible. It changes depending on what comes after it, but it still sounds natural.
Exactly. And don't stress about memorizing everything. Just listen, notice, and use one or two phrases every day.
That's a good idea. Maybe today I'll start with, I'll get a coffee, or let's get started.
That's perfect, simple, and natural.
And as we keep talking like this, learners can just repeat after us and practice without pressure.
Yes, speaking out loud is the best way to remember. English becomes part of you that way.
So shall we guide them through a quick practice round?
Yes, let's do a little repeat after us.
All right, everyone, repeat after me. In the morning, I get a coffee.
Did you say it? Great job. Now, after work, I get some snacks.
Nice. You can also say, after work, I get a tea.
Perfect. Now, let's imagine you're at a cafe. Say after me, I'll get a black coffee.
And now, I'll get this one.
Exactly. You can use these anywhere, cafes, restaurants, or when ordering at a counter.
Let's add a few more. Repeat, I get home at 6 p.m.
Or, I get ready for work at 7 a.m.
Nice and easy. Remember, you can pause this video, say each sentence a few times, and really feel the rhythm.
That's how learning sticks. Small, natural, daily repetition.
And soon, you'll say all these phrases automatically, like a real conversation.
Exactly. You'll feel more fluent without even noticing it.
Emily, I think our learners are really starting to feel how flexible get can be. It's like one simple word that opens 100 doors.
You're absolutely right, Paul. And what I love most is that it makes your English sound friendly, natural, and alive, not like a textbook.
Exactly. When you use get, it feels like real-life English, simple, confident, and easy to connect with people.
That's so true. So let's practice a few more examples that show how get fits into different parts of daily life.
Great idea. How about something with friends?
Sure. Imagine your friend calls and says, "Let's get together this weekend." That means let's meet up.
Right. Or your coworker might say, I'll get back to you after lunch. It means I'll reply later.
Exactly. See how natural it sounds? You can hear these phrases in movies, on YouTube, or just walking down the street.
And the more you listen, the easier it gets to understand the meaning from context.
Yes, you don't need to memorize every meaning of get, just notice how it's used and copy it naturally.
I like that. Learning by listening and using it. That's the best way.
Let's keep going with some daily examples. For instance, I need to get dressed. That means you're going to put on your clothes.
Or, I got home late last night. It means you arrived home late.
Exactly. Or he got lost. It means he couldn't find the way.
And they got married. That's another common one. It means they became husband and wife.
Yes, it's amazing how one short word connects all these ideas: having something, moving somewhere, starting something, or changing something.
That's why native speakers use get all the time. It's simple but powerful.
And the best part is, you already know it. You just need to use it more confidently.
So how can learners make get feel natural when speaking?
Here's a simple method. Choose two phrases with get and say them every day. For example, in the morning say, "I get ready for work," and later say, "I get home at 6."
That's a great habit. Little by little, it becomes automatic.
Exactly. English grows in small steps, one phrase at a time.
And if you can, try using get when you speak to friends or even when you think to yourself.
Yes, self-talk is powerful. For example, when you open the fridge, say quietly, "I'll get some water." It trains your brain to think in English.
That's a great tip. You can even whisper it while doing simple tasks. It still counts as practice.
Absolutely. Speaking doesn't always mean speaking loudly. It's about creating English moments throughout your day.
Exactly. I think that's what makes this lesson special. We're not just learning a word, we're learning how to live with English.
Beautifully said, Paul. And once learners start using get naturally, their conversations will flow more easily.
Yes, no more stopping to think too much. It just comes out naturally.
And don't worry if you mix up meanings sometimes. Even native speakers do that. What matters is your speaking.
That's such an important point. Mistakes mean progress.
Exactly. Every time you say something, even if it's not perfect, you're training your mouth, your ears, and your confidence.
So true. The goal isn't perfection, it's connection.
Yes, communication first, perfection later.
Emily, I think this is a good moment to do one more mini practice before we wrap up today's part.
Great idea. Let's make it short and practical.
Everyone, repeat after us. I'll get a black coffee.
I'll get a black coffee. Good. Now, I'll get this one.
Nice. I get home at 6.
And I get ready for work at 7.
Perfect. Simple, short, and clear.
If you practice like this a few minutes every day, your English will grow without you even noticing.
Yes, it's like watering a plant. A little bit every day makes it bloom.
That's right. Keep your English growing by repeating, speaking, and using it in real life.
Exactly. Learning English doesn't need to be hard, it just needs to be consistent.
Well said. And the more you practice get, the more confident you'll feel in every conversation.
All right, Emily. Before we finish, let's give our learners a little confidence boost, because get can feel tricky, but it's really all about using it in real life.
Exactly. You don't need to remember every meaning right now. Just start small. Pick one or two expressions you like. Maybe, I'll get a coffee, or let's get started. And use them today.
That's such good advice. One phrase a day is enough to make progress. English isn't about learning 100 words at once. It's about living one word every day.
I love that, Paul. Living one word every day, that's beautiful.
Maybe we should make that our channel's slogan.
Why not? It's true. Because when you use English in small, real ways, it becomes part of your life.
Exactly. So let's give a few final tips to help everyone get comfortable with get.
Sure. Tip number 1, don't rush. Take your time to notice how native speakers use get. You'll hear it in songs, shows, and daily conversations.
Tip number 2, repeat out loud. Say it slowly, say it clearly, and let your mouth get used to the rhythm.
And tip number 3, connect it to your day. Use get in your real life. I get up, I get ready, I get home, I get tired.
Nice. It's not about memorizing. It's about making English part of your world.
Yes, even 5 minutes a day can change everything.
You can listen to us, pause the video, and repeat each line as if you're talking with a friend.
Exactly. You're not just learning, you're practicing, speaking, listening, and thinking in English all at once.
Emily, I think our learners can feel it now. Learning English can actually be relaxing and fun.
Yes, it's not about pressure, it's about progress. And every time you use a phrase like, I get it, or let's get going, you're already winning.
That's so true. And even if you forget some meanings, that's okay. The more you hear get in real life, the clearer it becomes.
Exactly. Language grows through exposure and gentle practice, not stress.
All right, let's do one last practice together before we close.
Great idea. Everyone, speak with us. No pressure, just enjoy it.
Repeat after us. I get up early in the morning.
Good. I get ready for work.
Nice. I get home at 6.
Perfect. Let's get started with dinner.
And finally, I get better every day.
That's the spirit, because you really do. Every time you practice, you get better.
Exactly. English isn't about being perfect, it's about getting confident, little by little.
So true. And remember, all the meanings of get we talked about today, have, buy, fetch, start, they all come alive when you use them in your daily life.
Right. It's not about remembering a list, it's about using what feels natural.
And the more you use it, the more natural it becomes.
Exactly. So, don't be afraid to make mistakes. They're part of learning.
Yes, mistakes mean you're trying, and that's what learning is all about.
Emily, I think our learners are ready to get practicing on their own.
Yes, let's invite them to do just that.
All right, everyone, it's your turn. Speak out loud. Use one or two get phrases today, when you order, when you talk, or even when you think to yourself.
Exactly. Use get in real life. That's how you grow.
And if today's lesson helped you, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more warm, easy English lessons every week.
We're always here with you, helping you speak naturally and confidently, one word at a time.
That's right. Keep learning, keep smiling, and keep speaking English every day.
All right, everyone. See you in the next episode, and until then, let's get practicing.
Bye for now.